U.S. tells Americans to leave Belarus immediately.
This post received a score of 4,300, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I take these very seriously. I was working for the government overseas and we got a notice that there was no more allowed travel to Turkey for the foreseeable future. We couldn't figure out why. 10 days later they had the fake coup by Erdogan. U.S. government has great intelligence.
I guess the start of the Ukraine invasion was another. Everyone thought Putin was just BSing, but the intelligence agencies were yelling from the rooftops.
Yep. I can't think of a time that the U.S. government has told its people to leave an area that didn't eventually break down into a dangerous area for Americans and foreigners to be in. So they are generally very accurate about that kind of warning and should be taken very seriously. I'm sure they've been wrong at least once. But they are accurate enough and the risks are so great that I'd take it as fact.
Well, you could use Belarus as an example. As soon as the war started, the embassy in Belarus shut down and they told Americans to get out. But Belarus hasn't been dangerous yet for Americans since the war started. The international school in Minsk has remained open. But perhaps, something is about to change.
Yeah, but in fairness I don't think anyone could have predicted Ukraine holding fast in such a spectacular manner, especially at the outset of the war.
Very good point, but I'm not clear on why there'd be a travel advisory on Belarus. Isn't Lukashenko tight with Putin?
Lukashenko is, but if Russia took Ukraine, chances are Putin would declare USSR 2.0 with Belarus being a member state.
U.S. tells Americans to leave Belarus immediately by Brian Peach, updated August 22, 2023 at 3:19 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Published August 22, 2023 at 2:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. The United States is urging Americans in Belarus to leave the country immediately, citing spillover risks from the war in Ukraine, including a buildup of Russian troops in Belarus. The U.S. Embassy in Minsk, the Belarusian capital, said in an advisory on Monday that Americans should avoid traveling to Belarus because of the country's continued facilitation of Russia's unprovoked attack on Ukraine, the buildup of Russian military forces in Belarus, the arbitrary enforcement of local laws, and the risk of detention and civil unrest. The embassy warned that Americans' travel plans should not rely on U.S. government assistance, and the advisory cited the embassy's limited ability to assist Americans living in or traveling to Belarus. Belarus is flanked to the west and northwest by NATO members Poland, Lithuania and Latvia, but its southern and eastern regions border Ukraine and Russia, positioning it geographically as a staging ground for Russian attacks on Ukraine from outside Russia's borders.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.